everybody. I forgot to put on subtitles. Happy Friday. I hope the day's been restful and productive for y'all. Hi, Cat Wizard. Hi, Cons. Hi, Stubby. I am late because I lost track of time trying to fix a thing, and then by the time I looked up and I saw what time it was, I was like, oh, well, sugar. So that's how that happened. Sorry. Blender is a mean program that does mean things to me, and I hate it. Blender's the devil from what I hear. Lol. Sometimes. Also, hi, Rigel. Yeah, sometimes. Am I winning? Well, I haven't started playing yet, but considering that I did get Elena to master rank off stream, I would say technically by certain metrics, yes. Basically, one of the things that I was doing with Cammy when I was doing that master rank grind with Cammy was that I would be playing. Also, hi, Shan. Do I try Unicorn Overlord again or just move back to 3 houses? Depending on how you feel about information that came out from the Nintendo Direct today, that could potentially, I don't know, influence your decision one way or the other. New Fire Emblem announced, because it is probably a follow-up game to Fire Emblem 3 Houses. For some reason, it's probably a sequel to Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Probably. I want to light Nintendo on fire. Okay, let me go look. We can have a little bit of a conversation about this. I guess. Oh yeah, that whole thing. Yeah. Without getting too deep into it. Oh no, it is absolutely kind of fucking terrible. At this point, I more or less try not to give people heat about it, unless we are in a particular sort of circle where it's like we can have that conversation and we're all right. Like most people on stream, most people that attend this stream, I can trust to have that conversation without us getting into like a gigantic like fight for it or something. But at this point, like, I'm gonna put it like this: at least none of y'all are Harry Potter adults, and I'm grateful for that. There are a lot of things that ultimately I can just be like, listen, I'm not going to grudge you your hype for this thing, even though we both understand that this situation is not ideal. But at least nobody here is a Harry Potter adult. And I'm grateful for that. Cat Wizard, the short answer is basically, without getting too deep into it, because Shan did admit that they didn't want this to like distract me. But the short answer is basically, what I'm alluding to is that I try not to give people shit about being excited for Nintendo games, despite the fact that Nintendo is litigious and stingy and miserable. Basically, I am grossly paraphrasing that, but I don't want to get too deep into it. That's the short answer. Shan can confirm whether or not I managed to summarize that sufficiently or not. I have been told that apparently I have a gift for these sorts of things, so I am hoping that that was sufficient to explain it. I mean, we already knew that. Yeah. It's not like new news, but
Street Fighter 6.
that's my comment on morality. Look, y'all already know. Like y'all already know. Oh, hey, excellent. So I already made it to master rank with Elena before her birthday. Because I'm pro like that, I guess. Godlike. Woo.
Practice, training. Pow Pow Cafe 6.
So we may play some master rank matches with Elena anyway, just because. But tonight feels like it might be like a Cammy and Sagat sort of night or something. I don't know. Nope, didn't want to yet. Yeah, so basically I'm gonna do 3 check. It's gotta be two check this time. He'll do a 3 check into it. When I say a 2 check or a 3 check, I'm talking about. So I should talk about this concept because I think I've talked about it once or twice on stream, but I've never gone very specifically into detail about it. A lot of the time, people sort of assume that. Oh, right, one other bit of good news. Apparently, I have a Twitch payout coming in, which I wasn't expecting at all because, you know, I don't have enough subs or anything like that to, like, actively pull, like, a steady payout most of the time. So that's pleasant. Wasn't expecting that. But yeah, let's talk about hit confirming. So a lot of the time, right? A lot of people make the mistake of assuming that even really good fighting game players, well, sometimes they feel like dialing in something, you'll get the cancel. But like normally, right? Getting what we call a confirm, in other words, confirming that you hit off of like a single button, is usually not a thing that happens with most fighting games or with most fighting game players. Even with like very short combos, the point of the second hit of the combo is to give yourself time to recognize was this blocked or not, and that's what we call it. So, for example, when I call, like, when I was saying 2 or 3, I was talking about how many hits I'm doing before I do the thing, right? So it's a got 2LK, 2LP is a 2-hit confirm, right? And at the distance that you get, Tiger Knee is pretty valid. You can stand up and do Tiger Cannon instead if you're... Or you can like do a 2-hit confirm into like Tiger Cannon if you feel like it, right? 2-hit confirm into Tiger Uppercut, things like that, right? But 2-hit is still kind of tricky. For Sagat, if you're really looking to like actually like get something, a 3 count, if you're trying to confirm from lights, is usually the best option. But with the spacing that this creates, unless you're like in the corner, and even then, even when you are in the corner, right? If you're doing like a 3-hit check, then Tiger Uppercut is probably the only thing that reaches at that point. And even then, it's like medium Tiger Uppercut specifically. Light doesn't travel far enough, and heavy is too slow. So, uppercut, right? So if you're confirming off of lights. With counter hits, it's a little bit different, because if you can get a counter hit with a light attack, your hit confirm changes a little bit, because you may be able to, depending on the move, right? So, like, Sagat, for example, off of counter hit lights, he can, yeah, that, but his crouching does, right? So you can do like, this is a lick, right? You can't mash this and expect it to come out. You have to time the medium punch so that you're pressing it as Sagat is sort of pulling his initial hand back. But that's an example of doing a hit confirm like a counter, right? To make sure, okay, wait, did I hit? Much like doing this is, right? So yeah, a fun thing I learned is that you can't do this, for example. Oh, that's perfect. You have to do like... yeah. What? Yes. And then that doesn't work in like normal Tiger Uppercut. And that works, right? Or if you're gonna try to, I know there's probably like a way to set up a launch. Yeah, there's probably other ways like set up a launch and things like that, but it's whatever. So yeah, like if you see me like, especially if I'm like just doing like, so yeah, like if you see me like just do like pop, 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 1, 2, 3. Yeah, Tiger Shot doesn't combo technically, but whether or not it's a block string kind of like depends, right? And even if you choose to do Tiger Knee off of this instead, the spacing, I'll make Harry block this to kind of demonstrate something here. If you're careful about the spacing, right, of how you do this, you need to do that. Yeah, it can be a little tricky, right? But if you're careful about the spacing that you do with things like jab, jab, like low jab, jab, Tiger Knee, especially if people are reflexively crouch blocking it. Watch this. Right? So the thing is that you throw the lows, you get people worried. And if they're crouching and you do the tiger knee, you +2. You get to move 2 frames before they do. And that opens up a lot of things, right? Which is why sometimes, right, even if it's like, alright, I want to confirm with like 3 hits, right? If they know to stand up, then you don't get the plus frames. But if they're worried that another low is coming, or if you're very deliberate about your timing and how you sneak those things in, they may miss the opportunity and not stand up in time, which gives you the opportunity to do stuff. That's always good.
Sagat.
I haven't done my placements in Sagat yet, so this should be interesting.
Here comes a new challenge.
Hey, it's Ryu.
This will be a good fight. Round 1. Fight. Pay attention.
Well, that was unfortunate. And this is why, if Sagat has you spaced out correctly, getting around Tiger shots is a pain in the ass. No. Why'd you do that? Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna get hit by that. Yeah, no, this Ryu's just pressing buttons. That's bad. This Ryu's just pressing buttons. I need to be a little more careful because I don't know enough of my optimal punishes to like actually get away with blowing up this Ryu as cleanly as I would like. Oop, good sweep. Good throw. Yeah, good throw. Yep. Yeah, nah, their game plan is way too simple. It's not working for them. That's not good. I respect that they're trying, but no. Ooh, yeah, I messed up. So you remember what I said before about like how? Yeah, that's fair. So you can. Nope. Yeah, I got to work on that a little bit. So really, ideally, um, probably let me keep it simple. Get like a punish counter. Always punish counter if I want. Nah, that may not be fast enough. I gotta think about what makes sense there in order to like actually get that going.
Round one. Fight.
Yeah, I pressed the button when I shouldn't have. What's up today? Nah, I got it. I did it first. I couldn't tell for a minute. Spiral arrow, cannon spike. Ooh, good call out. That was good call out. Spin knuckle is harder to do that with now because they adjusted the way that the projectile invulnerability works, so it's not as easy to do that. But if you suspect that it's coming, then it works out for you. I'm still gonna have the drive advantage, but this lets them get some back and gives them a lot of damage. So not a bad call in this situation, and I'm still in the corner. Yeah, yeah, that was good. I wasn't sure if they would have the height to get the cannon spike afterward, but probably because of the 4 HK, they had enough height to get it. Which makes sense. Yep, so I can't do two. Makes sense. Yeah, I gotta be careful about shading the ones with the cannon. Because mine are a little slower, so it's a little harder to pull them. Plus. So yeah, not every spin knuckle is plus some Cammy or heavy spin knuckles. So if you suspect that it's coming, ooh, I checked it, but I didn't press anything to cancel afterward. All right, sure. Spiral arrow, cannon spike. Yeah, no, they were expecting it that time. Spiral arrow. Alright. It's a little tricky. Because the main thing is that while I have longer limbs, because Cammy's faster, it's easier for her to punish me for overreaching. I didn't want to do Tiger Cannon, I wanted to do Tiger Uppercut. I'm probably... Huh, interesting. If I hadn't done a dash, if it had just been a walk, I would have blocked it, and I probably could have punished the Spark 3. But it's my fault. I did a dash instead of a walk. And I couldn't block for part of that.
challenger.
It's alright. I know that my Sagat is still a little bit underdeveloped by comparison. I did spend a lot more time in like the casual match labs with Elena before, as opposed to Sagat. But,
Ready yourself. Show me round one. Fight.
nope.
How long do you intend to lie there?
And unfortunately for Akuma, the thing about Sagat is that Sagat loves the word damage. Hard starter. Yep. Ooh. That's my fault. I pressed a jab there when Akuma was throwing a fireball. I deserve that. I didn't wait long enough for the combo. So the thing about that particular combo that I've been doing after I get like a drive impact punish is that you have to wait a little bit for the opponent to start crumpling so that when you do the elbow, it's treated like a launch instead of it's treated as like a high launch, and then that lets you do some stuff. It's fun. Like that. And that's why sometimes you just gotta keep it simple. Like, you don't have to do a lot. Depending on the opponent, sometimes you really don't have to do a lot. You just blow people the fuck up.
Here comes a new challenger. Round one. Fight.
Fair. Yeah, ooh, that was a nice one. Oh yeah, no. That's why you don't drive impact jump-ins, because people can land and respond with their own.
Round two. Fight.
Oh. one of the reasons why I like playing Sagat also is that if you need a convenient anti-air against people jumping at you on reflex, like you've got both 5H, you got like standing HK and 6 HK. They're both hilariously silly, like what the fuck are you doing jumping at me buttons. It's very funny. Ooh, that would have been nasty if I had made it.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like the corner carry one. I don't do it partially because I haven't learned it, not because it's bad, just because like I haven't learned it. Tiger uppercut, but it's good damage. So like this is why it's a good thing, and I probably should learn it at some point, but I may not. It depends. Yeah, fair. That's good. I need to learn, I need to get familiar with what things I can pull Tiger Nexus off from, because at least for right now, like that's my easier bridge into like Super R3 top cancels and things like that. Yeah, I just play a very basic ass Sagat, and I admit that. But mostly, I'm attempting to trade on the fact that it's like I could be relatively aggro pack for Sagat and be in people's faces, but the hard part about doing that, particularly in the position that I'm in right now, hey, it's Ed, is that because Sagat's buttons are a little bit slower, they're really long to be entirely clear, and you can still use them to enforce a lot of like bullying acts and everything. His buttons being slow by no means disqualifies him from being aggressive, but you have to be very deliberate about how you do it. Ooh, yeah, let's go. Yep, baited me. That was good. I respect it. Yep. Nope, I messed it up. I should have just done. I shouldn't have tried to charge it, or if I was gonna do that, I really should have just done the back elbow first to launch. That way I can at least have been relatively sure that it was going to come out. Case in point. Nah, you're good. You're good. Go to sleep.
Round one.
Nah. I'm thinking too hard about how I want to corner check people, and I need to be really sticking with my combo. Like case in point. Like there, I really could have just done the thing. Blitz. Nope. My fault. I did that wrong. If I was gonna do that, I should have done the actual Hyper Nexus combo that I was thinking about. Ooh! That was unfortunate. I don't think that Ed meant to do the Super R3 there. That felt like a really random spot to do that. That might have been misinput. And still. Didn't react in time. Nah, that's my fault. I've been pressing the drive impact button too much, so now they know how to work around it. I need to stop doing that. Leaning too hard on it. Again, flaw on my part, because, again, like, I'm not used to Sagat's buttons and the way that they work, so I'm using drive impacts more than I should be to try to force certain interactions when... Yeah, now you were too scared. You held that too long. Heavy Tiger Knee has like a ton of windup, but it goes really far. Good throw. Ooh, yeah, good reaction. Ooh, I caught with the jab, but I didn't react in time to punish with the drive impact, because I probably was holding a chip while doing it. Oh, diamond 5. Not bad. What does I got? That basically only had like the most basic ass type stuff. Not too bad.
Let us begin. Round 1.
Yep, windmill. Sure we can. Yep. Check out. Oh. Yeah, there was a gap there. So the Tiger Knee was plus, but not so plus that I couldn't mash. And like that not so plus that I could mash and avoid getting hit by whatever you put out. Yeah, the higher numbers here indicate that I'm close to the next rank. So, specifically in this particular case, Diamond 5 is the rank below Master rank. I am at basically literally the very entry point of Diamond 5, so I still have like, and it's a pretty good chance that, depending on how lacking some of my fundamentals are, there's still a pretty good chance that I might not, that I might still demote down. Yeah, I don't think I have the protection. Yeah, like here I get knocked down to like 4. If I win this next match though, I'm back into Diamond 5. So like, when they put me into Diamond 5, they put me like right on the edge. Good throw. Yeah, and now that I am against like actual like the Diamond 5 players, it's probably gonna be harder. Hi, Shiny. And honestly, well within his rights to do that because I didn't have the health for that.
Another fight is coming your way.
You call, I answer.
Round 1. Fight.
Hopefully you're doing well, Shiny. Good to see you as always. Yeah, good. Gotta be a little bit. I gotta start either doing like those triple jabs in like a Tiger uppercut confirm or something else. Because I'm running into the time where like I'm running into the time where I'm starting to like give up guaranteed hits for goofy pressure games. Yep. I expect that Kimberly players try to catch me with that, but it never works out. Good hook. Doing well. I watched the direct. I'm very happy with it, except for Fire Emblem because insist. Yeah, I saw that, and I'm just like, that was the decision they made. Claude exists. There are some specific characters that I know were in Fire Emblem Engage that also exist, and I'm like, okay. Yeah, that's fair. They're using that elbow drop to specifically change their trajectory to make it a little bit harder for me to like actually get a hold of them. Yeah, I tried to jump out of that. I do not remember if that is plus or not. I could have done like OD Tiger Uppercut and gotten through it, but... Ooh! I didn't know that does that. That was a good call. Very clever punish. Yeah, this is a little tough. Ah, I used the wrong button to check. Ooh. Ooh.
Here we go. Still
Nah, I'm probably good enough. Yeah. I messed up the punish. I meant to do after she did Super Art 3, I wanted to do 6 HK. But honestly, if I'd kind of just like done the rest of what I was thinking, I might have been able to pull something off there. But that is like the first time in like 6 months I got hit by that. Stop. I did it second. I didn't want to do Tiger Cannon, I wanted to Tiger Uppercut. I messed up the input, so I was mashing. But they were pushing their luck too much with that run. They wanted to do the run and do meaty stuff, and I had enough meter left still for OD Tiger Uppercut. So I respect what they were thinking, but not a good idea in that situation. Okay, that is probably once, I think. So I need to plan differently for that. Yep. Hits. So now Kim has a damage buff and a movement buff on pretty much all her other stuff. So now I need to be a little more careful about like throwing normals and stuff. It's very easy for me to like fuck up and put something in a spot where it really shouldn't be. Flip. Lucian style, yeah. And that lasts for the rest of the match. So now I have to like she's out of meat, she's out of like super meter, but it's not to be diligent now. It's like her grounded movement speed is a lot faster. And her damage is greater. Yeah, so it's a lot easier for her to like just dip and walk up out of the things I'm doing. Yeah, I can pull that. That Kim outfit is cute. Yeah, I think Kim doesn't have like a single bad outfit at all. They're all really good.
Now, find a new rival.
Yeah, this is where you can tell that like the limits of my experience with Sagat are starting to show a lot faster now.
Don't expect me to be a pushover.
So I probably just have to concentrate a little bit more on the stuff that I know and try not to get like too fancy. Good side switch. So when Ken does a Dragon Lash at you like that, you can DI him out of it. It's just that you have to do it early, because if you catch the Dragon Lash late, the drive impact, then he can land because he's like plus afterward. Ooh. Yeah, like you see how I've been doing it like late. Yeah, good. I didn't want to drive impact because I had a feeling that he was gonna jump. But yeah, that's why you can't just like so that's the thing, right? Like this Ken has basically been like reflex checking me with like the heavy dragon lashes and stuff like that. But that's fair. I tried to jump out, and that's why I got hit by that. That's fine. I'll hold that. That's my fault. So, like, that's part of it, right? The thing is that I got hit in a lot of those situations in the corner just now because I was thinking, I need to jump out, I need to jump out, I need to jump out. And I didn't want to try to, like, do reversal tiger uppercut and force my way out because I was scared of getting popped. That was my fault. I should have been willing to try it. That's what I was worried about. And in that case, I didn't react quickly enough.
Ken wins.
So that's the part I'm gonna have a hard struggle with now. I can tell. Because I have the limbs. The problem now is making sure that I keep my spacing right
Here comes a new challenger.
to actively enforce keeping people from like doing some silly shit that they really shouldn't be doing. That's the hard part. It's doable with Sagat, and it is the way that his playstyle works. But again, because his buttons are a little bit slower, it's a little more difficult to enforce that in certain situations. Yeah, and the other thing that's difficult with Sagat is that because, unlike Elena, one of Elena's biggest strengths is that if people are trying to walk away from you as Elena, they have to stand up for that, and if they're standing up, then Elena will like tag them with like crouching medium kick and then turn that into a combo, right? Sagat doesn't really have that liberty. Hit throw. So his lows are good for like stopping power, check enforcement, but they don't. He can't like convert from them in particular. So it's one of those things where for Sagat in particular, like if he pops you the low, like it's not like he's like, lol, it's time for Tiger Knee or something like right afterward, right? His lows are a little bit less threatening in that regard. They're not bad. It's just that they don't have that utility in that sense, the way that it may for like some other characters. It's very difficult to get used to. Yeah, no, I got hit by it.
Luke wins. Round one. Fight.
Damn, I didn't think that was us. Yeah. And now I'm getting too antsy and I want to like jump and do stuff like that, and I shouldn't do that. That's fair. Good check. I'm cooked. Yeah, so I need to stop drive impacting as much. So yeah, the part that I am currently having difficulty with, and this is not because Sagat's like crouching medium punch is bad by any means. His crouching medium kick is longer, but it's not canceled. That said, if I counter hit with it, it still has opportunities to like do combo stuff afterward. I just have to become more aware of it.
The pleasure is mine.
Again, like Sagat's lows are not bad. It's just that they're not as straightforward in some aspects.
One little please.
2 medals. Okay. Yeah, it baited me, that's good. Ooh. I didn't space it correctly. I was hoping B+, but not quite. Don't do that. Good. That's 4 medals. Stop doing that. Yeah, caught me out. I'm cooked. Or not, because they didn't finish the combo. They might have choked. Ooh. Stop doing that. Ooh, that was really good. It's gonna hurt. Yeah, they wanted to get 5. Makes sense. Alright, you know, I deserve that. That's my fault. Damn, if I hadn't choked during that one Tiger Nexus, I would have canceled into super, got the kill. I have to work on that. Alright, yep, I am driving back too much. Yeah, they're gonna stop doing that now. Yeah, the double overhead was pretty clever. So the main thing with Manon is that aside from her command throws being very threatening, basically she needs a lot of either she needs drive, force certain situations, or situations where you're reasonably not sure if she's gonna do the overhead. I need to stop doing that.
Too much for you. Stand for me.
Yeah, fair.
Manon wins.
Yeah, I can hold that. That's my own fault. I do have that art combo. I should start fishing for that more, maybe. No cancels, but the pushback is good.
Let's go. Ring the bell. Show me your strength. Round one. Fight.
Oh, good call. And that's where Sagat excels, right? It's that thing where it's like, right, even though Sagat's buttons are slow, if he is at the correct spacing, he will command that space control very easily. Messed it up. Ooh, yeah, it was a good call. Ooh. Unfortunate for him, he held it a little bit too long. Held it a little bit too long. Now it's a little bit too close. Oh, unfortunate. Could have done that.
You are strong. Round two. Fight.
I need to be careful about that. I gotta clean that input up. I know specifically why that's happening. It's because, And that's the main thing with Sagat, right? I know I've been repeating this a lot, but the main thing is, especially in that situation, once you saw that I got the head a little bit jittery, it's pretty much all it took. So basically, you gotta do the super cancel as soon as that comes out, or it will whiff. Okay. Yeah, you don't want to wait for it to whiff. That makes sense. Alright, let's see how this goes. This is either going to be great or terrible.
Show me your strength. Round one.
Because JP will zone with the best of them, but you know, I'm Sagat, so. Ooh. Ooh. Oh. That's fair. Okay. Yeah, this JP has a pretty good idea. And it's a little bit harder for me as Sagat because, you know, I do move a little bit slower, and the main thing is that no. And that's the thing, right? I may not be able to like zip around a lot and like fuck up a lot of like his stuff in terms of like that spacing kind of play. Ooh, that was a good one. Pierce. No, observe. No. Pierce. Pierce. Yeah, I just gotta be neater with the input mostly. Ooh, yeah, I wanted to jump out. Nope, fucked it up again. Nah. Manoa, I messed up. So, like, when I got the Tiger Cannon, it was supposed to be the other input, and I messed it up. Again, but I wasn't cleaning my inputs. It's a little annoying, but, my fault because I was mashing a little bit to try to get the Tiger Uppercut input to come out. Okay. think I have something of an idea. I just need to stop jumping. I think I have a way around this. Ah, that's what it is. Basically, the part that I was starting to have trouble with, and the reason why I was hesitating so much is because I was trying to catch hold of when those command throws were coming out. Those command throws were coming out. Words are different. I started getting afraid of that because the main thing with the command throw is that you can jump it, right? I don't believe you can dash through it past a certain point, but if you jump it or you are otherwise moving or not throwable when it tries to snag you, you're good. But you gotta be through it at that point. And as y'all saw, there were points where he was setting that up as like a meaty or another situation where it's like I couldn't quite get a fix on it. Yeah, this is good. So, the Chun-Li matchup is hard because she's fast and her buttons are very fast, and because Sagat's buttons are a little bit slower, trying to outpoke Chun-Li is generally considered to not be a good idea. Very difficult to do it correctly. Because, well, aside from the fact that I just botched that. The thing about it is that because she moves very quickly, and because her buttons are very fast, it is not impossible to outpoke her, but like, because especially she has, ooh! DP didn't come out in time. Because if I'd done either the DP input correctly or timed it right, I would have been able to blast through the throw attempt. Oops. Lightning kicks, Tencho kicks. Yeah, like, again, Sagat has the reach, but his buttons are a little bit slower. So if I'm trying to mash out with the wrong buttons at the wrong time, I kind of just eat shit for it. Damn it! I couldn't get OD DP out. It didn't come out. Screaming. It's okay. I probably either did the input wrong or I didn't do it with the right reverse timing.
Chun-Li wins.
Right, that's the thing. At least at my estimation, that matchup is difficult for Sagat, specifically because Chun-Li has such a fast walk speed. It's one of those things where if as Sagat you're pressing buttons carelessly, she will walk backward out of the thing that you were doing. You put your hand out for her to shake.
Show me everything you have. Round one. Fight.
SPD. Yeah, the other thing about modern Zangief is that it is relatively easy for modern Zangief to just do SPDs and make your life miserable. I have to also be careful about trying to jump to get away from SPDs, because then I'll jump and get hit by mid-air SPD or something. This is scary. I'm not gonna lie, it is. However, in this case, backing away when Zangief has no drive gauge is fine for me, because, I have to force him to approach. That doesn't work. Stop doing that that close. Yeah, see? If I try to jump to avoid, running bear grab or something, I'm doing that input too messily still. Stop it. Stop. Stop. That's what they've been trying to do this whole time, basically. And that's why I like playing against Mon and John Gift is a pain in the ass. It's lol. Did you fuck up and let him you cannot jump away because you'll get hit by that. And now, yeah, I'll hold that. That's fine. I'm probably dead because I was trying to drive parry. Oh, I didn't think the damage penalty was going to be enough for that. So the trick to dealing with that big guff punch, you can drive impact it. You have to drive impact it late, so that the armor is worn off. And then you punch Zangief in the nose. This may not kill, because Modern has a damage penalty. Yeah, just barely. I didn't mean to do that there. I meant to keep... the tiger shots weren't necessarily doing a lot, but I didn't have to approach. And that's mostly what I was counting on. Good throw. raw, but not enough to kill. It just hurts a lot. Yeah. And that's why Modern's on GIF is annoying. Because, like, it's one of those things where really the proper answer as far as like the actual answer insofar as dealing with that is if I didn't want to keep getting like hit with air SPD, I would have to stay on the ground and anti-air from there. Yeah, my Sagat is basic. Now. Yeah, I wanted to use overhead at like literally the impact. Ooh, I could have punished that if I just found a little faster. Okay, you're just gonna straight. Alright, I see you. Damn it.
Round 2. Fight.
Ah, that's all. Okay. Good throw. Nope, technically the jab, that's good. That's A3. Oh, that's fine. Also.
Ryu wins.
Alright. I kind of want to keep going with Sagat for a little bit, but on the other hand, I can also feel that I think I'm a little too raw still. I need to go take him back to casual matches and relax for a little while, I think, because I don't quite have the feeling down of a lot of his stuff yet. So I'm sitting and fishing and leaving a lot of things open on the table, kind of just like it's not cooking quite right. So
Let's go. Round one.
it's another red player. If I done heavy scratch wheel, that would have been it. Yeah. I know that this is also just because I've been playing Elena more, that obviously I'm better with Elena, but also I realize that the main thing, I do still like playing as Sagat, but I think I really want to keep him in casual matches for a while. I don't feel like the energy to like really try to like grind it out in ranked like I do with like Elena. It's not his fault. It's just that I also think Elena's toolkit is sort of, as much as I like as much as like Elena is not like super quick, she still has in some ways range comparable to Sagat's, but then I also have the option of her range is further out, hitting people with the hoo hoo ha ha funny things, kind of stress them out a little bit, like that. Get lost. Heads up. Yeah, good. Yeah, good. So now they're looking for that, which means I probably can't get silly slides like that unless I stop presenting for a little bit. Oops. Yeah, don't try. Yeah, don't. You got to do it now because if you poop around and do it again. Yeah, because I'm thinking about it, and it's like the thing that I realize where I'm stuck with Sagat that I know that I might have trouble adjusting to is that while not all of Elena's buttons are super fast either, it's a little bit easier to. Part of it is also just because I just know the spacing of Elena's buttons better, but most of hers are at least a little quicker than Sagat's. So, like, it's a little bit harder for me to, like, enforce the kind of, like, nonsense that I really like to do to people. It's a little bit easier with Elena because... I messed up. Right. Like, the thing is that because Sagat, Elena's not a fast character either, but because Elena has a lot of ways to like kind of like shift her hitbox or otherwise like catch people that are walking back when they shouldn't be, and capitalizing off of that, it's a little easier for me to like do a lot of like dancing out of people's range and stuff like that, baiting them into doing things that they really shouldn't be doing. Case in point. And that's why I've been trying to be careful about. Also, like, Elena has slide is the main thing that I think I realized. Like with Sagat, essentially you have to commit to Tiger Knee if you want to like somebody doing a thing, right? Like you got to commit to Tiger Knee at certain distances in order to like pop lows and things like that and blow people the fuck up. And if you know how to do it and you're really comfortable with it, it works well. But I think that Sagat's almost just being that slight bit slower for all their range is what's messing me up a little bit. So, aside from the fact that I have more practice with Elena, I feel like the speed of most of, not all of them, most of them, as well as like the opportunities they set up, it's a lot easier for me to work with. Yeah, it was fair. Ooh. Yeah, not a lot of damage though. But enough for that. Which is ideally probably more important for Key anyway, to get poisoned. Welcome back, Cat Wizard. Ooh. Yeah, no, I should be cooked now. I got a little too eager. Time return, much EP, also gay. As one does. Yeah, I tried. Cheeky there. More gay than EP does hypersist. As it is often. Ooh. Ooh, yeah. Damn. Unfortunate. Because the main thing that people will do against Elena, if they suspect the overhead is coming, what they'll do is, like, if they suspect that Elena's grounded overhead is coming on their wake up when they're knocked down, a lot of people just jab, like mash jab, because if Elena doesn't have the frames to set it up correctly, the jab mash will beat her overhead setup. But that's usually when I do like 4 HK, because it'll move Elena backwards and it will usually like low crush people trying to jab. Yeah. That's fair. That was a good call. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, wow. Yeah, I'm done. Fucking Shungo Kusatsu. That was so rude. They didn't have to SGS me. I honestly thought there was a gap there and I'd be able to jump out, but nope, doesn't work like that. That's my fault. I appreciate the offer, but no thank you. I normally end stream at around this time anyway. I might go a little bit longer, but I appreciate the offer, but no thank you. Nope, that's my fault. But they didn't put me back in the corner. There it was. Good. Good night. And that's the thing, right? Like Sagat can catch people walking back with like his crouching medium kick, but if they're too far out, he can't convert it. And that is something that I feel a type of way about sometimes playing as him, I think. Where it's like I miss being able to, like, if I catch you walking back at the wrong time, I just go lol, and then so I happen to like throw out that and convert that. Yeah, good. You should be dead now, because Akuma does not have the health to soak that. Yeah, you're cooked. Good night. So yeah, a thing that you hear me talk about on this channel a lot is that, especially when playing Street Fighter 6, is that while Akuma does have amazing and incredible offensive potential, to a certain degree it is counterbalanced by the fact that he does not have a lot of health. Right? So it's one of those things where it is, what's the word that I'm looking for? It is not a hard deal breaker where it's like, oh, because Akuma has left like a low amount of health, he's like a terrible character in this game. That's not how this works. It's just more that like his extreme offensive potential is offset by the fact that you have to be either you have to be on top of people so they don't have answers for what you're doing, or you either have to be on top of people so they don't have answers for the stuff that you're doing, or you have to defend yourself incredibly well. Those are kind of the extremes. And I was gonna do that. Good. I might have been able to jump that bubble, but there's no guarantee. Maybe, but not quite. Ooh, good check. Yeah. The hard part also is that sometimes I talk myself out of trying the overhead setups after my knockdowns because I'm afraid that I'll eat a hit for it when I try. Rhino horn.
Round 2. Fight.
No, too slow. Probably. Or I might have used the wrong. Yeah. Yep. I'm not dead, but it's gonna hurt. I don't know how many poison kicks I took while I was poisoned, but it wouldn't have been enough to kill. Yeah. That was fair. Ooh. If I hadn't committed so hard to that, then I would have been okay. Nope, not enough. Either they thought that they had enough for Super Art 3, or they thought that that was going to combo and kill. Unfortunately, it didn't combo, which gave me the room to just kind of hit them in the face. If it had comboed, I would have either been dead or very close to it. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do drive reversal. But I was out of block stuns, that's probably why. I should probably be dead. Oh, almost. If they hadn't messed up the combo after the stumble, like probably if it was me, I would have done like Super Art 1 during the stumble, if that's even a thing that works. Yeah, he got me.
Here, there, then here, and there. My magnum opus!
Aki wins.
Oh, we're on ad break. After ad break, maybe to the bottom of the hour, and then I'm good, I think.
Come on, get ready.
I'm ready to go.
Round one. Fight.
Ooh, yeah, that was good. Not that was sweet, but it was catching me to take 5 tackle. Yeah, round wave is too close for that. That's fair. Yeah, I might not be able to handle it. We gotta see.
Round two. Fight.
Yeah, cooked.
Terry wins. Round one. Fight. Get to it.
Oh, right. Round wave is a low now, and it's plus. That makes a lot of sense. I'm sitting here going like, why am I not blocking round wave? It's like, I'm pretty sure it's a low. Yeah, you see how like Terry did the jab there to check the yeah, like you saw when Terry was waking up, he was doing the jab deliberately to yeah, like he's like saw a jab, right? Good quick burn. Of course, it's close. Yeah, there's that crouching medium punch again. Dude, but I didn't do the call up correctly. Ooh. That's a plus. Ah. Yeah, I'm cooked. Yeah. So, like, the main thing about Terry, especially since they made some of his combo routes a little bit more stable, a lot of it now mostly is that, like, this is sort of the way these matchups go. If the Terry is very careful about the way that they sort of like press in and do stuff, excuse me. If Terry is very careful about the way that he like runs his pressure, then one of the things that winds up happening is what y'all saw, which is that especially because a lot of his combos have been stabilized a bit in the time that he's been out. It is a little bit easier for him to just like kind of like do that now. Good throw. Yeah, that's the other hard part about fighting people. Like, if you're fighting against somebody who knows the stuff and they're using modern, leaving gaps can be very, very dangerous for you. Yeah. Even if I'd had the health, I think that I still would have probably eaten a punish after that, unfortunately. Yeah, they would get up for that. That's fair. Whew.
Round 2. Fight.
And spin sight didn't come out. I should have just done SA3, honestly, right after that. It would have been a clean kill. But I wasn't keeping it simple. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Elena, win! Round one. Fight! No escape! No escape!
Yeah, nah, that's...
Round two. Fight!
Damn. Ooh. Yeah, that's Honda for you. Like, when he does the big buttons, he will wall you out and do all sorts of other stuff, and it's like, well, shit. Alright. Yeah, I would go to like the bottom of the hour, considering that I started late, but you know, I think I'm good for now. I appreciate y'all coming by. Thank you so much. Sunday is Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition stuff, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. This upcoming Wednesday is still game dev stuff, but we'll see what that is. I'm gonna go see who we're gonna go hang out with. Yeah, we're going to go hang out with J-Rock. J-Rock is currently playing some Tower Unite, but it is also J-Rock's birthday. So I've decided that it is appropriate to go hang out with Jay for his birthday. So yeah, we're gonna go hang out with the birthday boy. He's currently playing some Tower Unite with friends, and chaos is occurring, as it often does in Tower Unite. So we're gonna do that. Alright, y'all. Thank y'all for coming by. Stay safe, wash your hands, wear a mask if you go outside, be excellent to each other. Hang on. Blah blah bot stuff. Blah blah bot stuff. My links are there. Feel free to check those out as you see fit. XYZ. We are just gonna go hang out with J-Rock though while he's doing birthday stuff. Palestine, Sudan, the Congo, New Caledonia must all be free. None of us are free till we're all free. Take care of each other. Doesn't really matter how you do that. You can do that big ways or small ways. The people that are around you, or just the people that you know. Just do what you can, and they will appreciate it. Alright, time to go hang out with J-Rock. Throw in your favorite emotes on the raid message. SJ says raids. As always. I'll catch y'all later. Have fun, you hear? Deuces.